Hello, my name is Ashish Kaul, and I've been trying to find an answer to a very simple question. How tall can one rise? How tall? How far can you go to prove your abilities? How far can you go? Would conquering Mount Everest be the answer? I've known this young girl for a while who comes from a far off village in Madhya Pradesh, in one of the areas known as Sihor. So she lives in one of the villages there, and her job was very simple to look after the cattle, fetch water for the house, work in the fields, and cook food for everybody else. This is what her entire life was all about. Till one day she was reassigned to cook for her brothers who had went off to the city college in the other city, and they didn't like the food there, so they needed somebody. They just needed a cook. They needed a maid. And this little girl set foot outside of her thatched roof and her humble home for the first time. But she did not stop until she conquered the largest, tallest mountain in the world. But was it that simple as I'm making it out to be? She had no money at all. She went door to door even to buy a pair of socks. She went door to door raising money for this entire conquest. She had nothing. She knew nobody. She had no godfather. She was able to raise money, but did she do it? No, she failed. She failed by 700 feet, crawling besides the dead bodies of the fallen ones, of the failed ones earlier. Between her conquest and life, she chose life. In doing so, she chose failure. And then she fell from nearly about 90 feet. She broke her spine at three places. Her entire village, her whole family refused to let her back. She had suddenly become the blot on the family, on the entire village. And she was bedridden for about 8, 9 months. There was nobody to look after her. And then she gathered herself and she rode back at the Everest and she won. And this is the legend of the youngest girl, the first from Madhya Pradesh to conquer Mount Everest. But that's not the story. That really is not the story. The story is, did she stop there? Did she really stop there? Look up this extraordinary story on newstrustindia.com in the Changemakers section. Read, trust, and then share. Thank you.